So that then, Dr. Bogongo begins what I see basically as my vision and philosophy. We are here for service. None of us is going to live forever. We will not live eternally. Those days of biblical people like Methuselah and so on living 900 years are not there. We are going to be here for a short time. And while we are here, let us render service and serve fellow men. The greatest opportunity we have is to serve our country and to serve our fellow men. And there's nothing more nobler than to be asked to serve your country. I had the privilege of serving my country in the position of cabinet minister, and every day for the 10 years I served, every single day I thank the Lord for the opportunity he gave me to come into contact with so many Kenyans. And as I told another group last night, every day is a very humbling experience, and every day drives you to an emotional point where you find meaning in human life by touching the life of another person. Whether it is, high school students. I've narrated stories about how I went to schools, and sometimes a student will tear through the security and almost grab me, like an experience that happened one time in a school in Nyanza, and tell me, we are going to be sent home. The administrator said we are waiting for the parents' day. I have fees arrears for the last 1 year. My mother died. My grandmother, who has been supporting me, also died last holiday. And I tell the headmistress, I will pay fees for this kid. Let her stay. I used to tell my cabinet colleagues, if they asked me to assist them together from one place for someone, I told them only one condition, that you pay fees for 2 people in that school. Then I will assist you. It's about service. I believe in service, delivering service to people. And that journey of life that I had in the public service was fulfilling and very exciting. And so this is why I am having a listening conversation. So I answered your call, and the call of those many people who were asking me, sasa mbona tunazama? One religious leader I respect waited for me at the door of a hardware in Karen. I had bought some nails. I was going to fence something. I was on leave. I found this bishop waiting for me there at the door. And he said, CS, I was waiting for you. Oh, I said, Bishop, I didn't know you are here. Oh, he said, I'm here. I wanted to talk to you. Number one, you disappointed us in 2022. Why? We thought you were going to be on the ballot. I said, no, but we had 2 candidates. He said, now, okay, I want to tell you this, and it's a feeling of a lot of people I talk to. Would you consider running for public office? I said, you are a man of God. Why don't you all pray about it? And then figure out what will happen. Because, I can't give you an answer directly. I need also to consult and talk to other people. And I've been talking to people about this. I'm also responding to this call and responding to this advice and support so that I make a contribution in my life, in the service and in the development of my country. So, wonderful people, when the time comes, at the right time, when we move close, I ask you for your vote. But I don't stop there. I ask you to also hold me to account. That if you are drawn enough to give me your vote, also hold me to account. Ask me questions. I liked what the Gen Zs who are here were speaking. I mean, wonderful, clever kids. A country that is endowed like that, should we be killing these kids instead of listening to them, Jamani? Yeah? With this kind of brain, you saw here, brilliant. And this is what you see everywhere you go in the country. Very smart people, determined to contribute to their country, very patriotic. So we are at a very interesting time. You can see what is going on in the country. I don't want to describe our problems. I believe as leaders, we should not spend time describing our problems. We should be spending more time looking for solutions on how we'll fix our problems. I believe that in the case of the diaspora in our country, we cannot only love your money without your voice. We must now have your voice. We must have your voice in the management of the affairs of the country. I have promised and I have undertaken, and you can hold me to account, that when I'm done with my consultations and I've identified the party I'm going to run on, I have promised that I will present people from the diaspora on the list of nominations from my party to the IEBC. Yeah. So that your voice can be heard. And not just for National Assembly or Senate for that matter, but for county positions. The city of Nairobi, the city county, all of you are buying apartments and properties in Nairobi. You need to participate. But again, secondly, some of you people, some of your leaders, we are working together on this petition to IBC to increase polling stations in the US to up to 15 or 20, so that you guys can vote. Because honestly speaking, let me ask you a question. Sometimes we also have to be serious. I think that is what frustrates me about public life in our country. We have to be serious. How do you expect someone to fly from Houston to go and vote in Washington? Honestly, does it make sense? Let's be serious. And what is it? In fact, when I was talking to the Deputy Chief of Mission, because I took it seriously enough, that I rang up the Deputy Chief of Mission here and I told him, my friend, we have to work together with fellow Kenyans. This is not rocket science. It's a straightforward business. And these leaders, as we were discussing the other day in DMV, are willing to also negotiate with institutions, including the schools in the various areas, that will serve as polling stations, so that the cost on IBC will be lowered. So all they need is an officer and a ballot box and the ballot papers, so that these people can participate in the choice of leaders in our country. We cannot come here and tell you how we love your remittances, but we don't care for your voice. We want to hear your voice. 3, as diaspora, please work hard to ensure that your voice makes a difference and it's heard. You are the ones who know the senators, the representatives. You are the ones who know the governors here. Some of you are working with these people. You know, we have a security compact with the US government between Kenya and